Go ahead with your opening statement.
Well, first of all, obviously a lot of credit to Georgia. I thought obviously they made the plays that they needed to make. A lot of credit to Coach Smart, got his team ready to play. And as I told our team, I think we saw a team that played last year, didn't win the game, came back and found a way to get it done. And I think for our team, we know what we have to do moving forward to get back and win games like this. So I was proud of our team in the second half. I thought the first half had us reeling. Second half they came back and fought to get back in the game, had maybe their chance. But credit to Georgia, they made the plays they had to make and came away with the win.
Questions for Coach? We'll start out in the front row right over here.
John Warner, Waco Tribune Herald. Matt Pickens, their receiver, he had a huge first half. Any reason he was getting open so much, or did you expect him to go to him that much?
Yeah, he's good. I mean, and I mean that with respect towards him. They got us on the flea flicker or tight play where everyone, because we were playing great defense, and ran the flea flicker tight play there. Or, I'm not sure exactly how they did it, but hard play action, got behind us. Great play to run them down. I think that spooked us out of some of our stuff. Gave him some free access plays. But I thought he made some great plays. 3rd and 1, man covers, they threw it up, he made the play. We zero blitzed, they found him. I thought we played better against him in the second half, but he's a really good player. When we left him one-on-one, he made the plays, and then when we played off him a little bit, they threw it out there, and he made guys miss. So that had been their MO coming into it, was to get the ball to him. They continue to do that, and I think we played a little bit better against him in the second half.
We'll move over to my right on the front row.
Sean J. Rogers, TexasFootball.com. Coach, can you take us through what exactly happened with Charlie and sort of what information do you have at this time?
Yeah, they told me as I came in here, they were checking his neck, C-spine. They said he cleared the C-spine just now. So, but that was what they were concerned about, was his neck. So it didn't exhibit any head symptoms. I'm sure they'll continue to monitor him, though, after this throughout the night just to make sure. But there was some concern about his neck, and took him off and cleared him from that.
Back over on the left side.
Bryce Cherry, Waco Trib. Matt, it's kind of, you mentioned what you have to do to get better, to get back and win a game like this. There's kind of two things here. I mean, this game and then the season. Are you able, obviously you wanted to play better tonight, but are you able to still look at this season as, progress and all that?
I told these guys, I'm just so grateful for what they've done. I know tonight hurts. I know it's painful for our guys, but they can't let that deter what they've done this season. As I told them, we were picked, not to even be here. So we're here now. We weren't quite able to, we got to the championship game, we got to the Sugar Bowl, and we just quite weren't able to get over the hump, And so I think all of us were a little frustrated at halftime with the way we played in the first half. But even then, I thought we fought back and made it a game. There was some chances there for us to win the game or get back in the game. So, but no, I'm very, very, very proud of what we did this year. I'm very grateful for these guys to my left and for our seniors for what they've done. I said on the air before we went on the air, of the 11 guys that started on defense, 10 of them were on that one, started at games on that 1-11 team. I think it was 7 of the 11 that started tonight on offense. Or if Solomon started, I can't remember how he started, but you get what I'm saying. Started that it wasn't like we brought in 5 grad transfers and redid the whole team. These guys have grinded and worked. And so we jumped from 1 to 7 the first year, we went from 7 to 11, and we lost 3 games, And so I told our guys, we're 11-3. We know what we have to do, and we have to be able to protect the quarterback better. We have to be able to run the ball. We didn't take the ball away tonight, So there's things to work on, but that's just growth.
Over on the right side towards the back.
Yeah, Coach Rhule, Max Olson from The Athletic. In a game like this against a team that's that talented, did you find tonight that just the margin for error is really small?
Yeah, I think I think I said to them at halftime, we moved the ball when we jumped up and caught it. We had lots of chances tonight to make plays on the ball. And when we, some of the catches Denzel made on that one drive were fantastic, and we scored. A couple other times it was just off our fingertips, or we're kind of laying out. So they don't give you anything free. Other than LSU, no one scored more than 20 points on them. we had a nice drive, like I think the second drive, and then we threw that pick where I can't put that on Charlie. It hits the tailback in the hands. So I really, really, really regret my decision to go for it on the 4th down, crossing the 50. I thought that was a obviously bad coaching move by me because it just quickly led to points on their end. So that goes on me. And so you just can't make, bad decisions like that. And even on that drive, it's like, again, it's a drop ball here, it's a drop ball there. It's, we kind of hit a run and can't quite make it. It's a missed tackle. But, again, I thought our defense probably was out there too much in the first half because we couldn't convert. But they're talented. They're a really good team. And I thought as we got comfortable in the second half, like we had no sacks in the first half. Don't even think we hit the quarterback. Then a couple sacks in the second half. So we certainly didn't pack it in. We certainly came back and fought. But, yeah, I think you have to just make a couple more plays to be able to be in that game.
Stay over on the right side, right in the white shirt.
David Smoke, ESPN Central Texas. I know the game just ended. So did the season. What will you remember? What's the legacy of this team?
Oh, that they stood here and rebuilt. When I took the job, I remember my press conference. I said we're just going to start building. I didn't say I'm going to start building. I said we're going to start building. And so, that's Dr. Livingstone, that's Mac, that's me, that's Jeremiah, it's our coaching staff. But really, it's the players. And so, to me, the legacy is the guys I said that started tonight, that started in 2017. They've gotten so much better. When the game was over, usually I go around and find the other team, tell guys, hey, I told a bunch of our guys, man, what an honor it's been to coach you. These two guys right here, what an honor it's been to coach them. And so, no one on our team spoke. Not one young guy on our team doesn't know what it means to work because of these guys. And Chris Miller went down, they said MCL. Like, I'm sitting there saying, you're done for the day. He said, I'm finishing the game. Ravion, has knee surgery after the Big 12 championship he plays. These guys played 1,000 reps. So they've rebuilt and got us to this point. But more importantly, they also set the example for what we have to do moving forward.
We'll stay on the right side in the front row.
Coach Andrew Miner with 24/7 Sports. When Charlie went down, there was a lot of outpouring on social media of support and prayers for him, so I'm glad that he at least cleared that first set. But to build upon Smoke's comment, how would you define or summarize his contributions to this team and his legacy up to this point to get you guys here of who he is?
Nah, Charlie's just a competitor. He's a winner. He's tough. But he's just one of the guys too, man. He's just a great guy. He can win all awards and never makes it about him. He's just he's a great teammate. And I think what'll be really cool is now with these guys gone, he'll have to step up and truly take on a leadership role. And I think we'll really see him flourish. It's scary when the guy, they're holding his head and all that, and he's laying there to stabilize his neck, and he's sitting there yelling at them to let go of him, let him go back in the game. He's just that kind of guy. But yeah, he's just a great player whose best football is ahead of him. We have to become better on offense quickly, and I think just by protecting him where he can stay upright is a major thing.
Once again on the right side, second row.
Drake told Baylor Lariat Student Media. Jordan, obviously the defense was improved in the second half, had a different spark. What was the message at halftime that brought you guys up?
I feel like when we went out there, we weren't having fun. Like the first half, we weren't having as much fun as we should have. Like, we should enjoy it. Like, we're here, we worked so hard to be here, and we play good defense when we have fun. And I feel like that energy just resonates with the whole team. So the whole message was, don't worry about it, just work. Just keep going hard, have fun. Enjoy this last time with your brothers.
Over on the left in the front row.
Jerry Hill, Baylor Bear Insider. Matt, what did y'all see or take from that first half, and how big was that drive to start the third quarter where y'all went down and scored?
Yeah, I think we got behind them a couple times and didn't, or we had a pass interference on one. We didn't connect on the other, which obviously I lost a little bit, because I felt like we were grabbed. But we were getting behind them, and so we kind of thought we weren't going to be able to do that with the way they're structured. But Denzel and Taekwon were winning, and so that was kind of our message. Was like, hey, let's go throw it deep, and let's see what happens. And so that was the main thing. And then, kind of what I said earlier, like, throw it up and go make a play. Let's go make some plays. Man, we have good players. And because, as kind of Max said, like, we'd hit a play, we'd get 8 yards, we'd be second and 2, we wouldn't get it, So And I thought, it's like kind of like the tail of our season. When we get a little bit of momentum going, we become pretty good. And it certainly happened on that drive and maybe one or two others.
We have time for one more question in the front row.
Coach, it's kind of been a recurring theme that Charlie's gotten hit really bad all season. What do you guys need to do you think, to kind of keep him healthy? And how do you kind of keep him on the field long term?
Well, that play I wouldn't put on his teammates, right? He runs the ball 8 yards down the field. He's always going to run. That's who he is, right? And he gets hit with a penalty hit, out of bounds. I can't see the hit. I don't know if it really was because I heard the fans booing about the call. But so I do think we have to get better up front. And it's not new players. They have to take another step. Just like our defense took a step. We went out there tonight. We started a redshirt freshman, a true junior, a redshirt sophomore, and a true sophomore. And so those guys have to grow up and spend another year in the weight room. And they've got to get big and strong. And we've got to get better up there. So we got better on defense this year when Bravion kind of came to maturation and when Lockhart did and Lynch did. So the same thing has to happen on the O-line. And, when we got here, that was one of the positions that was decimated. Guys like Tech, he's a tight end, volunteers to go over there, play O-line, and now he's, a really good player. So I think that's what has to happen. Those guys just have to kind of grow up. But that play, to me, I wouldn't lump that in with some of the other things. That's Charlie being who he is. He's going to get down the field, and he ran out of bounds. It wasn't like, he took a hit on. So I thought today he was really smart. He ran, he slid, he jumped out of bounds. Just he got hit on that play as he was, going out of bounds.
Gentlemen, thank you for your time.
That's
it.
To those of you
Oh,
guys,
yeah, sure.
To those of you guys who cover us all year long, I want to make sure I say thank you. You guys are the best. We appreciate you guys.